Many of you know that in 2023, the cost of living will increase by 11%, making us all poorer, but most of us don't know how to negotiate the salary that we deserve. In fact, 60% of millennials have never negotiated their salary at all. So in this video, I'll share 4 salary mistakes to avoid in 2023 to ensure that we're all living comfortably and getting paid what we deserve. My first point, and probably my most favorite, don't leave your job for less than a 20% pay increase. That's the minimum you should be going for when you're moving jobs. Now, this is my personal preference, but it's also been backed up by a study that's been run by LinkedIn. And the reason being, a 20% pay increase really justifies the effort and the risk when it comes to moving to a new job. Have a look at your current salary and what it would look like if you moved for a 5% increase. Now, you definitely see some increase, which is always nice, but would it be substantial enough? Would it be worth the risk? Can it potentially change your life? So the way I'm thinking about moving is, what significant life changes will I be able to make as a result of this new role? Will I be able to invest in a new course? Will I be able to afford the rent to a new place? You know, if I'm looking to grow my family, will this be enough to support them? 5% probably doesn't cut it. Whereas a 20% increase will probably give you enough to make a substantial change in your lifestyle. When looking at potential new salaries, I definitely recommend downloading a salary calculator app, which will bring to life the actual take-home pay you'll get, because it deducts tax, it deducts other things like student loans, contributions if you've got those. So worth downloading that to see in real terms how much money you'd actually make if you got a 20% pay increase versus a 5% pay increase, and then I'll bring all of what I'm saying to life. Now, of course, with everything else, there are just a few exceptions here. So if you work for a charity, if you work for a government institution or a state-funded school, perhaps, you might not expect to see those kind of increases, but hopefully that's not a surprise to you if you're working in one of these sectors, as you will have looked at the long-term earning potential. The other exception to this rule is if you've got less than 4 years of work experience, because usually when you're starting out, you don't see massive pay increases like that. After 4 years or more, you can expect to command bigger pay increases when you move role or when you secure promotions. Just bear that in mind. It's not far off. It's not impossible to do either, but it's usually unlikely. The second huge mistake I'd like to highlight is not negotiating your salary. According to a survey run by Glassdoor, about only half of employees negotiate their salary when starting a new job. Now, to make it very clear, employees expect you to negotiate. They'll always have a range in mind. So if you're applying for a job that is advertised as 30K, there's probably leeway to go up to 35K, maybe even 40K, depending on the candidate and how good you are at negotiation. So never take the initial salary they propose at face value. Now, if you're not sure how to negotiate your salary, I'd advise you to consider seeking a career coach. I'd also recommend doing some research online into the roles that you want to apply for and typical salary ranges that you can expect in that role. I'll actually be making a follow-up video to this where I'll deep dive into the step-by-step process when negotiating your salary, so you'll have the best advice available. So be sure to subscribe to my channel to not miss out. The third common career mistake is not considering your long-term career goals. Now, I can't stress enough how important this point is, because you might be offered a job that's got a higher salary, but ultimately that job, if it doesn't align with your long-term visions, the short-term gain you'll make from the increased salary will not be worthwhile, because you'll ultimately be unhappy, dissatisfied, because you're going in a direction that doesn't align with your long-term vision. What you really want to do is take the time to map out your entire career, think about where you want to end up, and plot out a path to get there, and think about what skills you'll need to get to that level. Now, long-term career planning in this way will help you make the right career choices, and it will help you prioritize roles that will help you grow and get closer to your ultimate dream job. So while salary is important, don't always take the first job offer that comes your way. And the final salary mistake I want to highlight is not considering the total salary package. Now, whilst it's great to get a 20+ increase in salary, you want to make sure you're looking at the entire package you're being offered by different companies, because there are loads of benefits that can be hidden and actually add up to save you a lot of money in the long run. So there might be a role that offers you a 25% increase in pay and a one that offers you a 20% increase, but the 20% increase role has actually got a lot more perks and benefits. It might include your gym membership, it might include travel, it might include private healthcare, it might include dental care, and all these things can add up depending on what your current life situation is. So make sure you're looking at the total package when reviewing any job offer, and pick the one that best suits your lifestyle. If you have a family and that private medical care will make a big difference to you guys, then take that into consideration, because doing it individually rather than with your company is a lot more money. If gym's a huge part of your life like it is for me, and you're saving £100 a month by joining a role, then consider how this affects your ultimate aims and goals in life as well. So make sure you consider the total package before making a decision, because it can actually work out better if you're paid less but have more perks versus being paid more but no perks. So hopefully you found those tips helpful. If you enjoyed this video and you want to hear more career tips and advice from myself, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I've got lots more videos in this area to come. Thanks for watching, and let's keep chasing those goals!